Schizoids often employ intellectualization as a means of detaching from our emotions, and this involves us engaging in excessive reasoning or focusing on the intellectual component of a situation so that we can avoid confronting the emotional aspects or any negative feelings attached to it. We tend to convert emotional experiences into analytical problems. We dissect our emotions intellectually and we will examine the cause and effects of our emotions, and sometimes we treat our emotions like puzzles that we're trying to solve, and so we can spend time like working out how we think we would feel or should feel, so that emotions can become more of an abstract concept. So then we can think about our emotions hypothetically rather than actually engaging with the intensity of any emotional experience that we might potentially feel. By intellectualizing our emotions, we create a psychological buffer zone, and so this means that we create distance between our mind and our emotions, and this distance can provide a sense of safety for us and serve as a coping mechanism that reduces the impact of our emotions. Another aspect of intellectualization is that it enables us to avoid being vulnerable in relationships. And so because we're distanced from our feelings, we don't get drawn into interpersonal communication and engaging in intimacy with other people. So the intellectualization enables us to remain more in a cerebral zone and to stay away from entering into an emotional zone of operation. To help us to manage our emotions, a lot of the time we're going to be drawn towards more intellectual pursuits. So we might immerse ourselves in academic activities and maybe things to do with like research or anything really intellectually based, so that we can find ourselves in a more comfortable place because we're not having to engage emotionally with others through our conduct. Schizoid individuals, we're mainly in our heads, we live inside our heads, and so the intellectualization process, it suits this way of being because it enables us to compartmentalize our emotions and focus on more on like thoughts and ideas, and sometimes for some of us that's theories and philosophies. And so the intellectualization contributes to the abstraction of our thought process, and much of the time this is the way in which we will like form our impressions of the world through intellectualization rather than forming emotional impressions of the world. And the things that we think about often remain private and are seldom really shared with others or fully understood by other people.